Hello, everybody. Hal Corrects here, and welcome to another Mercenary Thoughts from the Inner Sphere, episode 226. And today we're going to be jumping forward a little bit. I have these mechs in the rotation here because I painted them up. The Yeoman. It's from the 3060 book, so we kind of jumped forward 2 books. All right. So we used it in the over the weekend, and I had fresh thoughts about how it worked and everything. I just wanted to jump forward and get some thoughts out on what I thought about it. I've used it before, but it's one of those ones that you say, hey, I gotta just take a quick look and just see how I felt. Now the Yeoman is 60 tons. It is a 460. It has endo steel, comes in around 1200 battle value. It has 10 double heat sinks and 152 points of armor. So it's not much different from the Shadowhawk. They are Wolverine or those that typically run with 152. So 5 more tons and a little bit equivalent armor. Now, weapons. Okay, it carries around an LRM-15 and an LRM-10 in the right torso with a ton of ammo for the LRM-10 and 2 tons of ammo for the LRM-15. And then we got in the right torso, we also have case. Then in the left torso, we have an LRM-15 and LRM-10 with 2 tons of ammo for the LRM-15 and a ton of ammo for the LRM-10 and case. And that is it. All right, so you have a mech that has a whole bunch of long-range weapons and nothing up close and personal to protect itself, which means it's going to have some problems up. You get into this thing's face, it's like it's looking for a target downrange to shoot at because it's not going to do anything but maybe try to kick somebody. That's it. When it comes to this mech, the Yeoman is pure fire support mech. It's one of those ones that you don't try to get it too close, because as soon as you get this thing too close, they just look at it and go, hey, let's just focus it down and turn it into an exploding pile of rubble. And that's been my experience with the Yeoman. It's carrying around 3 tons of ammo in each torso. And then you have your 2 launchers, and that is it with case. Sure, you're going to protect yourself from explosions, from cascading through the mech. But in the last game we played, the Yeoman took, 5 head hits because ammo going off. And that was just from one torso. You had 2 ammo explosions. That's 4 hits on the pilot, and then it was an extra hit on the head from a errant LRM round. So it was like the pilot was like, good night, sweet prince, I'm going to sleep now. And, well, overall, the mech just exploded because then the other torso got taken out, the next turn, and that was it. It was done dinner. So it was just obliterated. So this is one of those mechs that you do not get close, or else it's going to get focused down and destroyed pretty quickly, because it doesn't have a lot of the armor to begin with. It is 50 points short of having maximum, and you're looking at armor in the right torso. You're looking at 21. Yeah, it does have 21. So it can take a hit from, like, say, a Gauss rifle or something of that nature, or even a couple PPCs, inner sphere PPCs. But, when a mech like this gets hit with like 4 or 5 PPCs and a Gauss rifle or 2 and a couple LRM 15s and 20s, this thing just got ripped to pieces. So it's a mech that don't get it close. It may be tempting to try to get it into that range band 1, it's at perfect 7, but it doesn't necessarily work. you want to stay back a ways. Heck, I wouldn't be opposed to carrying around a couple, at least 1 ton, like say smoke ammunition to lay down smoke barrages with the LRM-15s or the LRM-10s. It's like use the other launchers up and then for direct fire weaponry or indirect fire, and then or just dropping down smoke, protect your lance mates from getting hammered too hard, or your own self. Is like putting the smoke rounds in front of you might be the better par for the course, or well, my experience, find yourself a nice hill to hide behind. All right, so overall, it's not really a fast mech. It's been it's an interesting kind of ugly fugly thing, with all the, it's got the one launcher on the top and then the other launcher on the bottom. So it's, personally, I think you could have, well, I'm just curious if you could have dropped the 2 LRM-10s and replaced them with 2 LRM-5s and then take an extra ton each out of each one of those launchers, and maybe give it a couple medium lasers or upgrade its armor a little bit more. Add another 32 points of armor. That might have worked too. But it's, when it comes to technology, obviously it has the Indosteel on board, so that's a good deal. But that's not enough to up its armor enough. So there. Let's see. I think there's one other variant of this mech. Yes, there's the Jihad era. This one introduced newer technology. The LRM-15's been removed for a pair of MML-5s. The launchers have been given 3 tons of ammunition. Obviously, then you can turn around and have the different types of ammo on board. Even though an MML-5 isn't all that great for long range for doing damage, no different from an LRM-5. You do get some extra range out of it, but the damage output is like, MMLs they start really doing good when you get into the medium and short range stuff, and then you can start doing some good damage with it. Now, the mech has also been given jump jets, a extra light gyro, and the weight saved with these changes allowed more armor for installed on the legs and arms. It could have, it's like the arms and legs aren't necessarily going to be the problem. It's the torsos. It's like, really the right and left arm are nothing more than a blade of armor, basically. It's like, okay, there's nothing there. It's like everything is in the right and left torso, so you can have arms, and why would you increase the amount of armor in the arms? You max out what's in the torsos and then turn around and hopefully, well, I guess they're not that far off. It's 1 point, but still, I don't know. It's one of those mechs that just needs to be, well, if you got a hold of it as a as a merc, I would be looking at something else. Heck, at 60 tons, yeah, I would see if I could sell it and get myself like a catapult or something of that nature. Because I think a catapult might be a better deal, in the long run. Okay, that is pretty much it when it comes to the Yeoman. To be honest with you, it's like I think there's some better mechs out there. It's like when you think even a trebuchet, or it might be a better mech than this thing. Okay, that is it. Hope you guys like it. So hit the old like button, like and subscribe, and share with your friends. And we'll see you in the next one. Elfgrix out.